Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends to go over this Unkillable clan boss comp that can do Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, and Brutal without changing anything on it at all. Now this is my team right here that I've done, and my damage is nowhere near what Scratch AK-47's damage is. He's the first video I saw about this a week ago. But don't worry, if you don't have a Draco, I'm going to run this with a Frozen Banshee and an Aethar to show you that we can do it. To show you that it can be done. But of course, if you have a Draco Morph, it is so much easier. So for me, I love this comp because now I just throw the same team in. The rotation is very simple. It's only one round and then you just hit auto and you're done. Let's look at these. Here on July 8th, I copied and pasted the information that was in Scratch's video for everybody to see, and I pinned his video up here as well. Look below in the details of this YouTube. You can join our Discord, come get involved. It's a lot of fun. So here's what you need. If you need to screenshot this, save this, whatever, you can see the speeds right here. You can see the speeds that you need for your 2 Man-Eaters, your Seeker, your Painkeeper, and then whatever DPS you put in there. The rotation is below. We're going to go over all this very easy. First, let's look at all the different clan boss teams for just 1 minute and the people out there who have made them. Here we are with Scratch AK-47, same comp that I saw a week ago, doing a 1 key. He's like double the damage everything that my guys do. I just put the speed needed on my champions to get them there. I didn't try to make them do as much damage as possible. I'm sure he's got some crazy gear on here to be able to do this. But there's Scratch AK-47. Go check him out. Amazing stuff. This was uploaded a week ago. We've also got Murder Inc. with all the different stuff that he does. We've got Roshguard the Tower and Warcaster. Then we've got Cold Brew Gaming coming in here doing an Unkillable team on Ultra Nightmare with this comp right here. He saw some Russian YouTuber do this and then he replicated it, and it's amazing. It's got a lot of views on this video. Go check it out. Then there's Napoleon here. Now, I guess I just missed all this stuff on Discord, but there's this guy, Napoleon, who does all these amazing stuff on Reddit, showing you just tons of damage that you can do with these Unkillable comps. Then we got Napoleon again, and then Rust. I think Rust was the original person here that Scratch said that did these videos on this comp that we're doing right now. So there's the video on these comps. He is not a full-time YouTuber. He does have a few videos up, so go check those out. And then, of course, as always, Deadwood Jedi has all this stuff put up on his website. Go check them out as well. Let's get into what I'm working with. Here we are with the 2 Man-Eater comp that you're used to seeing. I've done 2 videos on this. It's just 2 Man-Eaters for Ultra Nightmare, and you can bring in any 3 other champions you want. So if you can't do the damage that I'm doing with your Frozen Banshee, Aethar, or Draco, if you have a Draco, you can do it for sure. Don't worry about it. You can do it. Then don't mess around with this comp. This comp is just easy that we can do Ultra Nightmare and just Brutal, whatever we want with it, and just hit go. Plus, it's very easy to start off. Just 1 round and we're done. So if you can't do the damage, stick with this team. It is still the best team out there, I feel. So I'm going to hit go right here. This is the older team that I was using, but now I don't have to worry about Martyr or Frozen Banshee. I can use them, or Vizier. I can use Martyr and Vizier in whatever other comps I want to, or other runs. I don't know where I'm going to use Vizier, but now I can free up Martyr to do something else with her, right? We're going through here. We have Draco. So here is, if you copy and pasted the speeds along with the rotation from Discord, we do the A3 with the first Man-Eater. We do A2 with Seeker. And then, of course, we have to do is A1. Then it doesn't matter who goes first here. Just make sure with Painkeeper, always do her A3. With Man-Eater, do his A2, the second one. And then with your DPS, do whatever you want, and then just hit go. So right now, boom, we hit auto. We are done. It will go through it all completely. And I know, you're like, well, I've got the 2 Man-Eater comp. I destroyed this. That's fine. If you destroy it with the 2 Man-Eater comp, you don't have to worry about this. Again, this is just simply so that when I do Nightmare, I throw in the same team. I just do this 1 turn rotation, and I'm finished. I'm finished with all of that. So here we go. And Scratch did it in 1 key with some superior crazy gear. I doubt I'll get to the point to where I can do that, but I'll try, right? I'll try to make it stronger. It'll be something fun to do. Try to make these guys hit harder, and then, I mean, he was right on the cusp of it. So we've got 48, and then his guys were doing, his Man-Eaters were doing double the damage I did. Everything was doing double the damage I did. All right, let's go on to our Nightmare clan boss and jump in there. So this is Nightmare, same exact team, same exact rotation. Here we go. A3 on the first Man-Eater, A2 on Seeker, A3 on your, always on your Painkeeper, no matter where she comes in on here. A2 on this guy as well. And then whatever you want for your DPS, and hit go. So this is Nightmare here. We're going to go through Nightmare. Now we're at weak affinity as well. Draco is weak to force. He's not doing anywhere near the damage he could do, but we're still, all we need is 39.1 million. We're fine with that. We're over here at, where are we at? 46, 48 million is what we're going to end up with. Perfect. So I'm done with this. I don't have to bring any legendaries to do Nightmare or anything else crazy with it. It frees up all my champion. My Draco's speed is still the same speed that I use for dungeons, so I haven't done anything with him. It works out very well. All right, let's get to the end here. So we did 2 keys right there on Ultra Nightmare, right? You saw this. Now we're going to do another one. That's Ultra Nightmare that you saw earlier. We just got done with Nightmare as well. But we're going to take out our Draco. We're going to put in the Frozen Banshee. But this is going to be the Frozen Banshee with defensive masteries. Defensive masteries so we can try to get a counterattack to put up more poisons when poison sensitivity is up. Then we're going to do a Frozen Banshee with support masteries. Support masteries is going to give us a chance to make our poisons 3 turns instead of 2 turns. And we have lower skill cooldown in there, so we can every once in a while lower her skill cooldown on her A3. She will not use her A2 on the clan boss, so you don't have to worry about that. She will only use her poison sensitivity, A3, and then her A1. But I don't need increased accuracy because she has enough, and I don't want these guys throwing up a decreased attack that often, right? So we're going to go through here and see what we can do. Now we need 36 million, 35 point something million, right, to get through this. And with what I have on here, we've already discussed it, I can make things stronger, right? We can make our guys stronger, so you can too. You just got to make sure you hit these speeds, and then from then, once we have the speeds up there, we try to get them more crit rate and more critical damage as much as possible. It's unkillable, so it doesn't matter if they're fragile when we come in here as long as we have the speeds. All right, let's jump forward. It's the same rotation, right? We've got Frozen Banshee. She's doing her thing. She's putting up her poison sensitivity. She's putting up her poison. She's counterattacking. Now, all these guys' masteries that we talked about earlier, they all do try to counterattack except for Painkeeper. I think I already said that, but Painkeeper, we don't want her to counterattack because she will get a slight increase in turn meter, and it will throw off this comp. So we do have defense masteries on the rest of these because we do get life back from our Assault Mastery, from the Soul Drinker, I think it's called, and then also Painkeeper is giving us a heal, so we're able to get a lot of counterattacks in here, which is helping us do damage. So we're going through here with Frozen Banshee with the defensive mastery. Let's jump to the end. And we just got the damage we need, right? We got 36. So it was tight. It was very tight. We need to do this 2 times to be able to 2-key it. And then we throw this into, okay, this is, again, we're going to run the same thing, but we're going to run it with support. So we need to do that twice to make sure we 2-key Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. And then we can easily 1-key Nightmare with the same team. With Frozen Banshee, Aethar, whoever we want to put in there. So I'm going to go back through. I changed your masteries from defense, right? We're going to go, let's jump forward a little bit. We're going to change her masteries over here, as you can see. This will give us a chance over here, 5% chance per turn to lower skill cooldown. That'll be on her A3, so we can get poison sensitivity up much faster. Then we're going to try to extend. We're going to try to do a 3-turn poison instead of a 2-turn. Before we had a chance to counterattack. We've got Soul Drinker here. Let's see if it's any different. Let's see if this is, again, Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Let's see if we can get more damage. Same old stuff, same old rotation, Frozen Banshee, guys. So this team can work for you. I really feel like this team can work for you out there. If you want to tweak your 2-meter comp just a little bit to make it to where you don't have to work, you know, like this is so easy, right? The beginning rotation, done, and when we're off to the game, we're done. So we're going through, let's see, she's on support right now. You can see it down at the bottom right when I'm not scrolling through. Round 43, round 48. And we are finishing at the same. We'd have to run it quite a few times to see if it really does finish at the same. But I guess she was getting enough counterattacks before on the counterattack version. And then here, we're getting enough 3-turn poisons or lowering cooldown that, honestly, it worked out to about the same exact damage. Let's see. She's going to hit. Looks like the same damage. Almost identical to the same damage as before. So we did 2-key it, though. These are back-to-back runs. We did easily 2-key it. All right, let's go over and see about Aethar. So we're going to bring in another one here. What did we bring Aethar into? We brought him into Nightmare. Okay, so this is trying us out a Nightmare. I didn't want to bring Frozen Banshee because he's Force Affinity. We'd be weak hitting. So we're going to bring Aethar, Nightmare, as you can see in the bottom right, and we're going to run him through here. Nothing's changed on the team. We just brought him in. He's at the speed he needs to be at 222 or 223. Just go back to the Discord. You'll see those numbers. I hope you took a screenshot of it so you know the rotation and everything else. So he's going to go through here, and we are going to get up these poisons. He's on a 3-turn cooldown. We do have Painkeeper lowering the cooldown every once in a while. I kind of thought he would have more poisons up. I didn't try a Colt Brawler yet. I do have a Colt Brawler. It's very easy for me just to change around this gear or gear him up to the speed we need. So maybe I'll have to try OB and see if he comes in here and does better than these guys or not. But we need 39.1, right? To be able to one key it. And it looks tight. It looks really, really, really tight for this team with 8th R in here. So I would need to bring up some damage on some people. I really would. I think. This was my first run. I didn't run any more runs after this, but we are going to, we're right here at it. We're right here at it. Are we gonna make it? We are. Look, we got one more turn, I think, in there, and then 39.1. So we're 39.6. Man, we just made it. Just made it to be able to one key. So with this, we can two key. We can just two key Ultra Nightmare without having Draco in here, right? With having a substitute of 8th R, a Colt Brawler, or Frozen Banshee. And maybe a Colt Brawler is better. So I'll try a Colt Brawler out today and see what I can do with it. And then we could one key Nightmare with the same exact team. Very easy. So let me know your thoughts below. I think this Clan Boss team is a very good Clan Boss team if you have the gear to get those speeds up there. Let's go back over this really quick before we close out. Here we are with our champions, and let's look at what gear they have on them and their mastery. So you can see there's a lot of rare gear here. Just make sure you're farming Dragons 20 like crazy. Keeping any speed substats that you have, try to hit those 2 times, and you should be able to get these speeds fairly easily. As long as you're farming a lot. 265 on that one man-eater that we needed. We got 247 on this man-eater, along with 247 on our Painkeeper. And then we've got 8th R. What else we have? Seeker. Seeker we needed a speed of 248. So again, a lot of speed gear, right? Tons of speed gear. And then our DPSers only needed 222 to 223. So we've got 223 on Frozen Banshee, 222 on 8th R. And then if you look over at my Draco, we have 220 something. 222 as well. So that's it for these guys. But for their masteries, just make sure, again, for the masteries that you don't have this ability to counterattack with Painkeeper, because with that slight increase on her A1, the turn meter increase, it will throw everything off. And make sure, of course, with the 2 man-eater comps or with this comp, any comp that you do, don't get anything that's going to increase your turn meter. Right here, you'd never want to get Cycle Revenge. You don't want anything like this that's going to increase your turn meter at all. With the Clan Boss, you cannot play around with increasing your turn meter or doing anything funny with it. Make sure you don't have this on any of your people that are involved in making sure your Unkillable works. Like right here, I could not have this on Seeker. I couldn't have this on Painkeeper or any of my man-eaters. I could have it on my DPS. That would be fine. But do not have it on any of your other people. You'll be wondering for days why it's not working. We have Soul Drinker to give us a little bit of health, along with the Painkeeper heals, because we do have to actually have 25% HP to lose to be able to try to counterattack. So don't have that. Let's go look at my Painkeeper. Make sure you don't have that on Painkeeper. Just to be safe, I didn't include anything else on here. This is it for my Painkeeper, nothing else, so we don't mess it up. But that's all I've got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your time.